is what you need. True crime stories, secrets they'll feed. Say they're gossip and political heat. I said what I said, bring to read. Truth comes but we're never late, yeah. Diamond stories is our fate, oh no. Welcome to a place where voices speak. Tune in now, indulge every week. Who's in the spotlight, who took the fall? We got the scoops, we cover it all. From high society to those who recall. I said when I said stories that will sprawl, yeah. Truth turns why we're never late. Oh, no stone unturned, we're here to relate. Well, what's your name? Welcome to the channel, it's a bubble streak. Subscribe and join the channel every week, yeah. I join the channel, it's what you need. True crime stories, secrets they'll feed. Say they're gossip and political heat. I said what I said, bring to read. Truth comes but we're never late, yeah. Diamond stories is our fate, oh no. Welcome to a place where voices speak. Tune in now, indulge every week. Who's in the spotlight, who took the fall? We got the scoops, we cover it all. From high society to those who recall. I said when I said stories that will sprawl, yeah. Truth turns why we're never late. Oh, no stone unturned, we're here to relate. Well, what's your name? Welcome to the channel, it's a bubble streak. Subscribe and join the channel every week, yeah.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the I Said What I Said Truth Telling Squad channel today. How is everybody doing? I hope you guys got a notification. I tried to do it, in enough time so you guys could know that I was coming on live, even though it was probably just a, little 30-minute probably like a 30-minute session, a 30-minute notification, but it is what it is, because I was basically trying to figure out what video I wanted to do commentary on, and then just trying to find a little bit more information to go with the video. So happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy hump day. It is the middle of the week. I actually got the day right. I wasn't feeling so hot yesterday. I wanted to come online yesterday, but it seems like every time I get ready to come online, because I'm not that consistent with it, it's like I always have an obstacle to go through. So, it is what it is. Last time I came online, StreamYard was down. So I had to go to Restream and reset up the thumbnail and just a whole debacle, going on. But it seems like a lot of times when you try to go online, it's a lot of obstacles that get in your way. And some people will say, the devil is in your way, so I do believe in a devil, but I just don't think that he has, I don't give him as much power as a lot of people give him. I just feel like sometimes, things just happens. Last time it was StreamYard, they just wouldn't let anybody stream. So it wasn't the devil, it was StreamYard and their issues. And come to find out, they downloaded some more software. And it appears every time they try to download new software, it give all the content creators, we have problems trying to log on whenever they're trying to do what they do. So they need to perfect that part of it. If you're going to download something, why not do it in the middle of the night? Because, and I guess I can't say that either, because when it's the middle of the night for us, it's the daytime for other countries, i.e. Japan or Europe or, the UK or something like that. So I guess I'm just thinking about us here in America, so like we're number one and we the only one that matters. But at the end of the day, Google is in America. So I think we should take precedence, which y'all think, since the company is stationed here in America, started in America, so America should be first, okay? And I know I kind of sound like Agent Orange saying something like that, but that's my stance on it, okay? And so I hope you guys are having a great day today. I know I am. I feel a whole lot better than I did yesterday. And so I'm gonna go through the chat and see who's here and welcome everybody in, and then we'll get started on the call because I'm not gonna be here long today. I'm pretty sure Lady T Bug is probably gonna come on between 5:30 and 6, so I'm gonna make sure that I don't, overlap her time. But the first person we have in the house is Leo Lady. Welcome, Leo Lady. Thank you for being here. Hey, Jamila. Thanks for being here today. Hi to you, Tanya B. Thank you for being here today. And hey, Jackson Tabasco. Thanks for being here. Scorpio Mama. Thank you for being here. And I haven't forgot about your message. I am going to contact Alice on your behalf. And so I am going to get with you pretty soon. Okay. I haven't forgotten about it. Hey, X Complicated, thanks for being here. I'm pretty sure you're listening. Oh, say you're listening and driving today. Okay. Hey, TDC, thank you for being here. Hey, LC. Hey, the Cynical One, thanks for being here. Appreciate everybody that's in the chat. And if you haven't hit the like button yet, please do that. And whenever I finish the video, feel free to share it. Feel free to ask anybody else to subscribe if they want to subscribe to the channel. If they like hearing a bunch of jokes and shenanigans, especially with buckwheat, then tell them this is the place to be. This is the buckwheat sector. And so today I'm gonna review, him and Deon did a call, Buckwheat and Deon was talking about his business. And so I'm gonna do that call. And then him and Sonya did a call. I'm probably not gonna review the one with Sonya. Y'all know I don't too much like I just don't too much like doing commentary on her because I just think she's silly and all of her whole reason for being with homeboy is all for show, all for her entertainment purposes, giving her something to do because she has nothing else better to do. So why not waste your time with a locked up jailbird? I guess I don't know. Yeah, Deon and his daddy designs T-shirts. That's right. Did you see the title? Buckwheat on the line and Deon on the grind. LC, that's the name of my title for it. But Deon says that he's on Instagram saying he make $15,000. He need 15,000. He need $15,000 a month to make it. So, all right, Deon. If that's the case, then why you not helping Daddy get a lawyer? But I'm gonna digress. You don't even hardly have $5 or $10 on Daddy's phone account, and you could be making that money and just decide that you don't want to support Daddy. I'm not mad at you because Daddy did come get you when you was 13. So you really don't owe him that much. You owe him just about as much as he's giving out to you. So I do understand that if you don't want to support him, but seem like to me, if you're crazy about your daddy and you said, you be on the phone with him, you say you handling this case, seem like you would help him out with a lawyer. But I digress. And maybe like we know, he's not gonna bail out anyway. So what's the point in wasting money on a lawyer? So, I get that too. And so, hey Tina, thank you for being here today. I appreciate you being in the chat, sis. So Deon's LC said Deon gonna leave his daddy for 13 years so they could be even. He already left Daddy. In my opinion, he ain't helping him out. So it seemed like he already done left LC. And so I guess it's gonna take him 13 years to start supporting him. I guess I don't know. But there's some strange people. I've never seen a criminal enterprise with all the shenanigans that they have going on. I can't really explain them. It's hard to understand it, the way that they operate. And it appears just based on looking at Buckwheat videos, it was every man for himself whenever they were free. Even Deon said one time, when he was on one of those calls, he said, when I was in jail, my friends had to help me out. So I thought that was some shade. That to me, that was some shade to Daddy. Like, you wasn't there for me, so don't expect me to be there for you, sir. And so LC say saw a pickup in an accident and drove by thinking, Deon, is that you? Bad joke, but y'all understand. It's not a bad joke because it could be true. You know, Deon always saying he's in a car wreck, LC. So that ain't your fault that he have all this bad luck. So it could have been Deon. And I got to do a video of Deon also that I'm going to play for y'all. He said he got his new t-shirt business going on. He's on Instagram promoting it. And so y'all let me know when y'all want to see the video. Do y'all want to see the video of Deon before we start him and his daddy? Or do y'all want to see the video after they have their conversation? Put it in the chat. If you want to see before, put before. If you want to see after, put after. I guess I need to figure out how to do polls on here. Hey, Keith, thanks for being here today. But I still haven't figured out how to do a poll yet. I said I was going to ask somebody how to do that, and I haven't figured it out yet. But y'all can, y'all can put it in the chat what you want. I can do the poll. What we call that in real time. We can do the poll in real time, and I can count, and I can do it without having an actual poll. I can put it like Buckwheat say, I can do it in my mind, in my head, in my mind. I can do it. So I got one before. I'm waiting on the rest of y'all to put it in the chat. And while we do that, let me get my banner ready so that I'll be ready whenever you guys get through voting on it. And we'll have some, what is that called? We'll turn some Jeopardy music on for you guys while you do your voting. That's not the one I like. So far we only have one vote. So if we have just one vote, if y'all want to see the video, let me just say it again in case somebody forgot the question. The question is, I guess I can put it up here and start it. Do you want to see Deon's video before we do the commentary or after the commentary? Hey, ain't no fun when the rabbits got the gun. Also, too, yeah, I'm gonna pin it at the top of the chat so you guys can see it. So that's great. We can just kind of wait for people to get into the chat so I don't have to play the video again. And hey, Tanya B, you're not that late. I just started. Thanks for being here today. I appreciate that. And hey, ain't no fun when the rabbits got the gun. Thank you for being here today. Appreciate your attendance. Thanks, Wellness with Frugal Mama. Thank you for being here today. So I got a question point pinned at the top of the chat, guys. And I was telling everybody else that I have a video of Deon showing off his new t-shirt business. And I'm asking for, because I don't know how to do a poll, I need you to put it in the chat whether or not you want to see the video before or after. But it looked like everybody want to see it before because Tanya said she at the gym and she said before. And ain't no fun said before. Okay, LC say, okay, it looked like everybody want to see it before. So let me turn the music off and let me cue his video up, and then we'll watch old Deon tell y'all about how he need to make his $15,000 a month. Okay. They so funny. They are so funny to me. This whole family is just weird. Hey, out of the bushes, thanks for being here. So let me pull it up for you guys here. Well, let me take out of the bushes off of the thing here. And y'all know what? I didn't even really look at the video to see if to see if I needed to alter it or anything. So if it's small, I apologize because I didn't even remake it. I just downloaded it. Hey, Cross Country Cruiser, thanks for being here. We're getting ready to watch a video of Deon and his new business T-shirt adventure. It's only about 52 seconds, so it won't be that long, guys.
How much does it cost for you to live every month? Like rent, utilities, entertainment? What's your monthly note?
15,000.
So you got to make 15,000 to break even to maintain your lifestyle.
Yeah, because the life I live is expensive. See me every day. I'm in Superline. No matter if I spend 1,000, 10,000, or $5, I'm at Superline every day.
Every day he loading up. So you do this full time. You sell clothes for a living full time.
That's how I get my money.
You're not selling dope. You selling drip.
I sell the clothes like dope because I'm in the streets for real.
But legally for the feds, if they watch you selling clothes, not dope.
This is dope. You feel me? You gotta learn how to flip it.
Don't incriminate yourself on camera.
Listen, you take the heat press over the scale every time, and you make a better profit.
Shout out Heat Press Nation. All you need is some nice blanks and a heat press from Heat Press Nation. Make sure y'all go shop.
Tell them No House sent you.
Well, that's it. So Deon look like he done lost a lot of weight. And I don't know if he ain't eating scrimps no more because Shirley gone or what's going on. But Deon looked very, very small. Very small. Don't he look real small based on the other pictures that we used to have? Now, he wasn't always that big of a guy anyway. But his face looked like it's done slimmed down a lot. And even his statue, he looks very, very, he capping out of the bushes. But he looked very small. Very, very small. And I don't know what's going on with him, and if he's working hard and just can't eat or what, I don't know. But Deon looked very, very small. You're welcome out of the bushes. So TDC say he got some struggle braids going on. You think his braids is struggling? And Deon is kind of old, so he may be getting ready to his. It looked like his hairline was receding to me. I don't know. Y'all can go back and replay the video again, when I finish with the live, because it's not going to be that long of a live, and it's at the very first 10 minutes. So you guys can definitely go back, rewind it, and look at it. Expensive where he ain't paying for the calls. LC, that's what I was saying. He's saying, he need $15,000 a month to make it. So, and I don't know if he need that $15,000 a month to sustain his business, or it's the $15,000 that he's trying to make for profit. But I don't even see how he can make $15,000 a month selling t-shirts. But he say he got his little online thing going, and maybe a lot of people buying his stuff. So Ain't No Fun say, finally caught alive. I've been catching the replays though. You were great. Thank you, Ain't No Fun, when the rabbits got the gun. I appreciate that. Out of the bush, you say he's capping. Y'all think he capping? LC say, I gotta stay sugar free, so I won't buy that. And I wonder who's, he's kind of like in his daddy footsteps, because remember, daddy had somebody. Remember, his dad had Buckwheat had people interviewing him. Buckwheat had people filming him while he was doing his little daily routines, or when he wanted to show off his cars or show his drip or show whatever he wanted to show. He always had somebody behind the camera, and the camera followed him everywhere he went. And so it looked like Deon kind of following in daddy's footsteps. Hey, call me, darling. Thanks for being here. And so Cross Country Cruiser says she just looking. His daddy will be proud of him losing weight. I guess, call me, darling. I will be worried about my son if he got that thin. But you're absolutely right. Him and his stepmama would love the fact that he's real, real skinny. And if he keep on, he gonna catch up with his stepmama, okay? Catch down with her, because he looked pretty thin to me. He run out of PPP money. I don't know, LC. I don't know. Yeah, Buckwheat had folks filming him in a black jumpsuit too. He did. He had people filming him in black blue jeans, black t-shirts, and maybe they think black make them look good or thin or whatever. I don't know. I know most women that wear black, we wear it because it don't cover so many of our lumps and humps and bumps. And so I don't know why, and that may be him in Buckwheat's signature color. You know, some people just like the color black, but he definitely dripped down in his black. Y'all saw that he was in the actual warehouse, you know, warehousing his little product or what have you. So you know what? I think that's better than scamming people. So at least he do have a legitimate job. I don't know how much money he's making, but at least he's not scamming people like his dad. And maybe he's trying to, maybe he's trying to break the cycle and do some legitimate things instead of criminal things like his daddy. And so I don't know what tips Buckwheat could have given him on how to run a business, because he had several businesses that he wasn't running. And when he was running them, they was all fraudulent. He was doing a bunch of fraudulent stuff. So hopefully Deon is marketing his stuff the correct way. Hopefully he's selling his stuff the correct way. You know, hopefully he's dotting the I's and crossing the T's and not trying to do it the criminal way. Because we know Buckwheat taught him how to be a criminal, but we don't know if he taught him how to be a real businessman. Hey, Sunshine, Rain, and Gardening, thanks for being here. And LC said he had bling on the tracksuit. Wonder if his daddy liked all that glitter. Well, probably not, because they are in different time frames. Daddy is old and Deon is young. Okay, and so I haven't really watched the fashions or kept up with the fashions because I don't work anymore. I used to keep up with, what was in style and what's not in style. Not so much no more. And then I don't watch the soap operas because, the soap operas give you what's, when you watch a lot of TV, they kind of wear new fashions also in commercials. So I don't know if bling, y'all can put it in chat if y'all know, but I don't know if bling jumpsuits or warm-up suits are in style for men now. I just don't know. And hey, Good Life Support Jam, thanks for being here today. But that's definitely yeah, I don't know if a bling jumpsuit is in style. Good Life. But that's what Deon has on. So he swear he clean. He swear he got his business together. So you know what? I'ma salute Deon, say good luck, and hoping you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's, and don't fall in your daddy footsteps. That's the best thing that I can tell Deon. That's the best thing that I can say about it. I don't have any complaints about it. It looked like it's all good to me. And hey, Ebony, she says she's working in the bushes today. Okay, well, good. Hopefully I can help you with your work day. But hey, he on social media, but daddy was on social media too, and he was fraudulent. So let's just say I hope everything is on the up and up. And I think he's learned his lesson from his dad, not to, if you're not doing things the right way, don't be on social media. And it seems like Deon was a little bit smarter than his daddy. Remember, he seemed like he was a little bit smarter. Hey, Real, thanks for joining us this afternoon. And so, hit the like button, folks. And so, hopefully, he's dotting I's and crossing T's and won't get caught up like his daddy did. But daddy was all on social media, and now them woo-woo them and everybody else, woo-woo social media, podcasters, content creators, everybody using his evidence. They're using that evidence against him, I'm pretty sure. Because when we looked at the documents, they did say that they had 1 terabyte worth of disc and videos and different type of and I don't know if the videos and the discs were from Erica or if they were from his social media page, but I'm sure they come through their social media page, because that's what the police do now. They use your social media when they're trying to build a case against you. That's the first place they go now. And a lot of times social media really help them do their job. So they don't have to work so hard, because dumb people like him put it all on social media so they can just, connect the dots. So in the fun when the rabbits got the done, say, yeah, he following in his daddy's footsteps. I think that girl painted the house is pushing him to try, but I don't think it would last. She would get rid of him soon, just like Carol left Nastio. You think so? Ain't no fun when the rabbits got the gun? Well, at least he is trying it, At least he ain't just totally, I now personally, I don't have no proof. This is a conspiracy theory or just my opinion. For me, I feel like, he probably was helping his daddy do some things, and he saw daddy get caught up, so he tried to go legit. Ain't no fun. That's what I think what happened to him. You can't help these ninjas. No, you can't. You can't help everybody. And they'll see it say, check if there's a company registered in his name. Okay, you'll see it. I can do that. While the video playing. Matter of fact, let me check and see right quick. Let me put you guys on mute so you won't hear me typing. Let me see if he got a LLC in his name. What was the name of it though, y'all? Because should I just check with his name or the name of the company? Because what was it, Sirline, or let me pull it back up. It was Sir something. Shop Superline. Okay, so hold on. Well, it said the video is by Shop Superline. Maybe that's the name of his company. Let me look it up here. Let's see what Deon got going on. Look his name up. Okay. Let me see. Let me check one more thing. Let's see what Deon got going on here. It's a lot of Deon Williams here. Well, they definitely got a common name. It's a lot of Deon Williams. I wonder, is that his first name? LC, do anybody know if that's Deon's first name or if that's his middle name? I don't really know his real name because I looked up his name, but it's a lot of Deons on there. If it's not, then there's then Sonya ain't filled it out yet. Wait till Monday. You funny. Let me look up Sirline and see what it says. But it's a lot of Deons in here with the LLC for whatever reason. Is he in Alpharetta, y'all? Do y'all know? Or is he in let me see, let me just put Fulton County and see if it pulls up that way. So far I'm not seeing anything. I keep seeing robbery victim. Electronic data exchange analyst. We know that's not him. Okay, well, what is his last name? Ain't no fun when the rabbits got the gun. What? See, I'm gonna have to look that up later, y'all. We're gonna have to find that out later because at the end of the day, we gotta have the right information to research him. And so, and that's what I didn't know. I didn't know if he was using Williams or if he was using his mom's last name. I'm gonna have to really look into it and see, and just kind of do a little investigation and find out, if that what his real name is, because I'm just going by Williams because that's his daddy's last name. She said, look it up later. I gotta go. Okay. And if Vicky come in the chat, she could probably help me look it up also if she's not she may be working right now. Yeah, lots of Deons to dissolve with dissolves company. Yeah, I know it's a lot of them. A lot of Deon Williams, and just like Buckwheat said, Ernest Williams is a very common name in the South for whatever reason, and I don't know why, because it ain't no cute name, but it is what it is. Hey, Nesto, Shackle, Shuffle, Walk of Shame. And Tanya B say he did get robbed. Yeah. But is he 44 though, Tanya? Do we know if Deon is 44? Because I thought he was in his late 30s. I don't really know. But I'll look it up for y'all. I'll try to have that information for y'all for the next live that I do. And is Deon his government name? Right, real? I don't know. Hey, Selena, thank you for being in the chat. Thank you for joining us, sis. And see, Tanya B, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking Deon is his middle name, and I don't know what his first name is. Please don't say it's Laverte or some type of Lavert something, Lavar or something like that, like his daddy name. I'm pretty sure, you know. Well, because it was Dion and Keon, so I'm thinking about his brother. So I really don't know, but I'll check it out for you. Hey, Miss Mad About Music, thanks for being here. Appreciate your presence. Hey, Friday Child. See, she's Miss Mad About Music say Dion is 37 or 38, and you think his name is Triante or something like that. Okay, I'll find out what it is. I'm pretty sure Vicky probably would know, or either Lady T Bug, but or possibly Shan may know also. But we'll find out what his name is, and we'll find out, you know, if the business is legitimate or not. Okay, so we'll get that information. We find out everything else about him, so we'll find that out about him also. And so he's about 36 or 37. So that wasn't him then that I just saw on Google, because this guy say they say 44 in Atlanta, Georgia. And so they say robbery victim fires on suspect and get arrested. Oh, that may be him. Triante Deon Williams, Tanya B, that is him. 30 years old, told officers that he was checking out a cash register and four males attacked him to steal his bag. So that could be him on that one right there, but it ain't no LLC with him. Now, they got that in the news, but they ain't got nothing about no LLC. So I don't know, Deon. I don't know. That's his name, Triante. Well, Ebony, yeah, that's what Google is saying. So let me try to look up Triante Deon Williams and see if I can find a Triante and see if I can find a LLC for that. Nah, they keep talking about this robbery. And then 3 arrested after shots fired in Neiman Marcus. I remember when he got shot at the mall. So they have that story in there, guys, but they don't have anything about an LLC. And he could be just like everybody else. You know, a lot of times. So far, I haven't seen the LLC in here in Google for him. All I'm seeing is when he got shot, or when he got robbed, or something having to do with the with an incident, but nothing about an LLC business though. Hey, Victor DeVale, thanks for being here. We was just asking about you a while ago. Victor DeVale, can you look up and see if Deon got an LLC? I've been looking on Google. I don't see anything. And I looked under his name, under Triante Deon Williams. And only thing that's coming up is when he got robbed and shot, and when he shot at somebody. But nothing is coming up with an LLC. And I really want to start the call so that I won't be on here too long, because I plan on being off here by 5:30. Tanya B said he's stunned like his daddy. Right. And y'all know how it go, though. A lot of times when you start a new business, you're not gonna, you can go get an LLC for like $25. You can just go downtown and say, I need an LLC. So that's nothing other than just registering your social security number. That ain't that big of a deal. I have an LLC that I got like in the early 2000s when computers first came out, and I was going to train people how to use the computer. So I had this name called on the go training or something like that. But I had to go get an LLC, and all they did was make me pay some money, and then they just registered my social security number. But other than that, that's all. Did you look under his real name? Yeah, I looked under Triante, Vicky. Unless he got another real name. I thought that was his name. But go ahead and check it out for us, because like I said, I do want to get started with the call. And then the call is only 15 minutes. And hey, Gina, thanks for being here today. The call is only 15 minutes. And so when we do a little commentary on it, maybe you'll be able to have been founded by then. Or, like I said, I can research it later. And, ask all of ask all my information tablets that I have available, because I got a few AI things I can ask to see if you have an LLC, if Vicky can't find anything. And so Tanya B say, Miss Mad, I spoke earlier. You didn't see it. Oh, okay. Hey, CKJ, thanks for being here today. But anyway, let's cue Buckwheat's call up and get him started while Vicky look and see if Buckwheat Son have a real LLC, or you know, or if it's just a little startup business, because every LLC doesn't, they just may have a LLC, but that may be all they have until they get a little bit bigger. So I'm not gonna give him a strike for that. What I will give him credit and props for is not being a criminal like his father. So far, from what we can see on the outside looking in, it looked like he's trying to be legit. It looked like he's trying to do the right thing, and maybe he is, and maybe he isn't. Crossing all his T's and dotting all the I's, but at least he's not trying to scam people. So unless if you buy a T-shirt and all the ink fall out of it, you know. let me bring you up here, Vicky. Let me bring you up here because like I said, the call is not going to be that long anyway. So if you want to step on the stage with me, you're more than welcome, or you can drop back down or what have you. And so you found the LLC, and I got the link in the chat if you want to come on up. Tanya B say, oh, I'm sorry, she didn't see it, Miss Mad About Music. And that happens sometimes. Sometimes we get in these chats. I know a lot of times people speak to me, and I may step away or whatever and don't see if someone speak to me. But it's not that people not trying to be friendly all the time. People just not, looking at the chat all the time. So, Vicky, are you going to come up, or are you working? What's your status? Or you just, if you want to, you can send it to me on text message, and I can pull it up also. That way, if you can't come up on the stage. But nevertheless, though, let's go ahead and get into the call until Vicky come up here. She may have to work a little bit more. So let me bring it up here for you guys. And let's get this party started. So make me a little bit smaller. There you go.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
How you doing today?
All right, and you?
Yeah, your voice sounds good, man. Your voice sounds good. Your spirit sounds great. That's good.
You doing all right?
Yeah. Hanging in there, buddy. Hanging in there. Yeah.
Definitely sound good.
I go to court tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. Go to court tomorrow, sir. Yeah. Hanging on in there.
You know what type of date it is?
Yeah. Supposed to be a hearing. Supposed to be hearing. Yeah.
To dismiss or suppress?
Yeah, it's fresh.
Okay.
Yeah. You gotta hear what the witness gotta say.
Yeah. Are you ready for it to be over with, Playboy?
Yeah. So, hey, one thing I know for sure, man, I gotta keep your head up, stay focused, man, stay focused on God, everything. Gonna do what he gonna do, stay out the way. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But other than that, man, you ain't nice, so you driving.
Yeah, I'm going to my warehouse.
Sound like, I get it. Working man. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Got me a whole warehouse, man. I'm about to look for me a van so I can slide around in the van and wrap the van.
Oh, okay, that sounds good to me.
So take it back to 09, you know what I'm saying? Put a little wham bam in there, you know how we do.
Yeah. Okay, all right then.
It don't matter how we rhyme on, we got that thump in there.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, player.
Okay, so he said he got his whole warehouse, which we just watched that while ago, and now he said he's looking for a van. Uh, so he said, how we do, we gotta get us a van, gotta get some wheels and put some music in it. And so it sounds like he's well on his way, to try to do legitimate business. So maybe it's legit. I don't know. But hey, Miss Boogie Down, thank you for joining us today. And somebody else came in. Nesto, Shackle, Shuffle, Walk of Shame, Sanders. Thank you, ladies, for being here. So, Vicky, you said you found
I
it.
found, well, this is the dissolved one. These are the two dissolved because he had the barber shop,
Uh-huh.
well, he had a business under his I guess barbery, whatever he was doing when he was cutting hair. So did y'all look at his Instagram? Is that
Yeah,
what you did?
we looked at
Okay.
the video that he had from Instagram. So
Okay, because that's the one I had found. I was like, well, looky here.
right.
Um, so it could be he could be doing what his daddy did, and putting it under somebody else's name. I didn't think to look under his brother's name. That's his other son, because that could be an option too. And
Theon.
his name is I think is Lavianta.
What?
Girl,
How do you spell that?
hold on. Hold on. Like I got to think about this for a second. I took screenshots because I think it's Lavianta.
Mm-hmm.
It's Trianta Dion Williams, and I think the other one is Lavianta Keon Williams.
Yeah, now Google did say his name is Trianta, Dion, but I didn't see
Yes.
anything about Keon. But like I said,
It's
when I saw it, it was just giving out, hey, Lady T Bug
so
and Sanders.
you could try the other brother, but I just yeah. So I mean I don't I would think be more inclined to think that he is probably having it under someone else's name, not
If
his.
he, because like I said, and hey, TB21, like I said, just because you have a LLC, all that means is I know what it means for in my state. They just, I paid $25 and they register my social security number. And so that's what made me have a LLC.
Right,
So
but again, he did learn his lessons from his pappy. Now, how many lessons is he taking from his pappy? I don't know.
right.
Maybe, but that's why and he and his brother seem like they're somewhat close. I wouldn't be surprised if it's under a woman's name or under his brother's name. So,
Or that name that he has,
I looked up know how. I looked that up.
you looked that up? Okay.
That's how I found it.
Oh, okay.
That's how I found it because it's know how. Let's see. I sent you a picture.
Oh, okay. You sent that on.
It's
That's what you sent
I
on
text
text.
you. Yeah,
Okay.
it's cuts by know how.
Hey, Shelly
Um,
C.
and it's know how global. Now I don't know how I don't want to. Maybe he's planning on expanding, but I like his little clothes.
Yeah, they look. I mean, it all look legit. It look.
It
It look
does.
okay. And
It.
that's what I was saying.
I mean, if I like them, I'm like, well, where? Because I'm looking in the comments section. I'm like, well, where can people order them at? And all he's saying is, well, we take Cash App and Apple Pay. It's like, where do I get my? How can I order these clothes, fool?
Now, see, I wouldn't want to send Dion no cash app, so I don't
Mm-mm.
know about that.
But girl, yeah, the names are just hilarious. It's it. Did you show the Instagram name to was Tanya
Hmm.
B here?
Hmm. I don't know if they were here or not, but I can show it again. It's no problem because it's only 52 seconds, so I can pull the clip back up again and let
Girl,
everybody see it again.
I
Hold
hurry up and screenshotted that. I'm like, let me. Ooh, here's it. And
Let me stop sharing this screen and I can bring it back up. Let's pull this over to the side here. And then
right, Tanya B. Cash App. Because the people were asked. Because I do like his little. I like his. I won't say. I don't want to call it little clothes. I do like his designs. Now, are they legit designs?
Uh-huh.
It could be AI. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, that could be all. That could be AI generated.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just want. I mean, but I'm like, people were asking. There's no website link. There's no there's no mobile app link. There's no link tree or anything like that that
That
shows
part.
where
That part.
do you take custom orders? Like, what, what's the deal? Can I have some more description? Description, like more descriptive language or how to get this merchandise. And all he said was, we take Cash App and Apple Pay. Come with it.
That part. And so that's what makes me kind of leery about it.
Right. She about to pull it up, Tanya B. She gonna show y'all. Cause I was just like,
Right. But
But
I
when I
mean, at the end of the day, it's still better than what Buckwheat was doing by any shape, form, or fashion, in my opinion. It's still better than what his daddy was doing. Even if he haven't, even if he haven't dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's. But we know as business people, a lot of times, sometimes, people get started in business. Sometimes it take a minute to get it really legitimized, right? Hey, Jennifer, thanks for being here. But you know, it's all. I think it's okay for a start. But here you go. Here you guys go for the ones that missed it.
How much does it cost for you to live every month? Like rent, utilities, entertainment. What's your monthly note?
15,000.
So you got to make 15,000 to break even to maintain your lifestyle.
Yeah, because the life I live is expensive. See me every day. I'm in Superline. No matter if I spend 1,000, 10,000, or $5, I'm at Superline every day.
Every day he loading up. So you do this full time. You sell clothes for a living full time.
That's how I get my money.
You're not selling dope. You selling drip.
I sell the clothes like dope because I'm in the streets for real.
But legally for the feds, if they watch you selling clothes, not dope.
This is dope. You feel me? You gotta learn how to flip it.
Don't incriminate yourself on camera.
Listen, you take the heat press over the scale every time, and you make a better profit.
Shout out Heat Press Nation. All you need is some nice blanks and a heat press from Heat Press Nation. Make sure y'all go shop.
Tell them No House sent you.
Okay.
See, I think this is the old video. Because his teeth look different.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at some of the other pictures, and he has like it almost. I know he got braces, but his newer pictures, it looks like he has a straight like uniform white grill, and he still kind of has a gap in this video. I think this is an old video he reposted. Because this is like from, I think it's like probably from a couple years ago. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You think so?
That's just that's my guess. Like that this is older because and I was looking at some of his pictures. He had the clear braces. I personally think that this is older. I don't think this is like a more recent picture. I think
real estate lying because he said he said you know how we do.
this is dope. Yeah, I just
right.
put it on the heat press. The scale. It's like, sir, he is not trying to make your daddy is a criminal. We're trying not to incriminate you and bring any attention towards you. Could you pretty please, act like you know something? This is you tell him no how I sent you.
Right, and then you talk about Cash App and PayPal, sir. No.
Yeah, I'm trying to give him some credibility because I'm like, well, hell, I kind of want to see because I was, if you look at the rest of his Instagram, you look at some of the stuff, it really is like this is not bad looking.
Well, I can just say this: if you do Cash App him, just make sure you unlink your credit card.
Hell no.
Unlink your credit card soon after, or get your prepaid credit card and link that up. And that way he won't have access to your real credit card if you want to, get some of his clothes or what have you. But, like I said, though, it looked like on the surface, it looked like it's better than what his daddy was doing, okay? To start out. It looked like it's better than what daddy was doing. So at least hey, Scorpio mama, at least he's not trying to scam people and look like he could possibly be, legit.
But if you, I mean, if you trying to be legit, like look at, I don't know, post some newer stuff. You know, have if you, okay, give me at least a description, like something in your description. How can I order this? Do you is it all custom orders? He's the one who's talking about, well, I'm going over to this warehouse, and if you're doing it full time, if this is going to be your full time gig, I'm not mad at that. That, like
Mm-hmm.
you said, that like that's legitimate. He's not he's not going to be cutting hair, not going to be washing cars or whatever. You're affording these like Balenciaga and Christian Louboutin shoes some way somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So at least show a way that show how people can order from you, show how people can get the clothes from you. There's just nothing there that I saw. I mean, if you see something, please let me know, because I would just message them, like, I want to know like what your ordering process is.
Well, as far as this paperwork go, it says that domestic limited liability company Triant Triant
Trianta,
Williams is dissolved
right?
dissolved in
As of 2021.
2021. Then it's got Preston Della. Is that him too? Preston Delamere
I
Smith,
don't know. I see. I'm gonna have to, because I just saw that. I didn't look up his. I didn't
or are
think
these two different people? But they're in Georgia also, though.
so. I'm gonna have to go do some digging, some deep
Yeah,
diving,
yeah,
and find out.
yeah. So I don't know. I don't know, Deon. Like I said, it looked like you're trying. So hey, champions, it looked like you're trying. So I'm gonna give you credit. I'm gonna give you kudos for trying, and for it, Mistress Monica. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna say at least you're trying. At least it doesn't look fraudulent on the surface. Okay, at least it looked like you're trying to do something uh better than what Diddy was doing. Okay, so CKJ, what you got to say about it? You have something to say about it?
I'm just getting in on the conversation, but it appears that how you doing today, by the way?
I'm doing great. How you doing today, brother?
I'm blessed. Came back from a good vacation, spent some time with the family, man, for Father's Day. So I'm on a natural high right now. I'm good. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
but you know what though? I can't. I'm just coming in on part of the conversation, but it
Mm-hmm.
appears that you guys are talking about the idea of someone either going straight or still dabbling into the streets when it comes to him making money for himself and his family.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
Well,
tell. Let me.
what we're talking about is Shirley Strawberry's husband,
Oh
Ernest
yeah, yeah,
Williams.
Nesto. Yeah.
Remember that I told you guys on SPK channel
Yes,
that
yes. I know
that's
what
what
you're
I
talking about.
cover.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is her stepson, and it appears that he
Okay,
has his own.
now.
Yeah, it looked like he has his own T-shirt business,
Okay,
and we're just trying
okay.
to see if
If
it's
he's legit or
legitimate
not,
because his daddy was so fraudulent. So we're just trying to see if he's just trying to be on the up and up, or is he following in daddy's footsteps? So that's the base of the conversation.
got you. Let me ask you something. Has he been in trouble before? The young man?
Kind of, sort of.
Okay. Does he appear
Yes.
to? Yes. Okay. How you doing, Vicky?
How you doing?
I'm blessed. I woke up. Let me ask you guys something though. I would be careful with. Well, I wouldn't say be careful, but I would just consider this. If the man appears to be doing something and he appears to be doing it for righteous reasons, whether he's got a pass or not, until you know differently, give him the benefit of the doubt. Because the one thing that you don't want to do is uh, feel that you need to review him based on what his dad did. His dad is his dad. They're separate people.
Mm-hmm.
Can he influence his son in a bad way? Yes. But we don't know if he's evolving or if he's trying to figure out his way on how he can leave the streets to go legit. I'm looking at the documents that you put up there. They seem to be legit, based on the language was used, particularly when they say dissolve.
Mm-hmm.
But my whole thing is that I kind of this social media, man.
It could be brutal.
It can be way more than brutal, depending
Yeah.
on where you at in terms of your mental and emotions. But I would just be careful and just
Just
give
give him
him.
and that's what I said. I was giving him the
Yeah,
benefit of doubt because it
yeah,
do look like he's trying to be legitimate. But
yeah.
TB21 said they trying to buy a T-shirt and they want to know, is it gonna be safe to buy, some of the clothing? As Vicky said the same thing. She liked the sweatshirt. So they just want to make sure,
they're gonna get what they pay for.
that they get what they pay for. That's exactly right.
Okay. Well, you can always go to the Better Business Bureau, even though he doesn't have a company, I think, yet that's being graded. You can still, they do have access where you can put in a business, and if you have certain information about the LLC, they can tell you whether they're being reviewed. If they're being reviewed, that means they're still being looked at. If they say something that's more positive, that means they've looked into it. And at this moment, it appears to be okay.
Yeah.
But I would just give the young man a shot. The only thing I would tell him is, if you're out of the streets, don't package your t-shirts up there like they look like kilos of cocaine. I mean, come on, man. You got to do that different. Have the shirt there where you can see it's obviously a white t-shirt with a V-net or whatever. But the way he had it packaged, I said, I know this boy ain't up here with some.
Well, he said that was his warehouse. So maybe I don't know where he's selling it at. And he said he said he needed a van. So I don't know if he's going to try to sell them out of the back of a van or what have you, and, ride around and sell it, or if he's at a location, maybe at the corner or at Walmart or somewhere. Or
where does he reside at?
In Georgia.
Okay. Are you required to have I know you have to have a name in order to start the process of having an LLC, but you also have to do something with the state, don't you? Or at least the county or city to get a license to sell. Am I right?
Yeah, that's what we was looking for.
Okay. And you haven't been. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, my apologies, but
Go ahead.
he's been taught how to do kind of end around things. So even with when he was working as a barber, he never went to barber school or got a license. In the state of Georgia, you can, as long as there's a licensed person. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll say what I said. As long as there's a licensed person in the shop, you can apprentice under
Under somebody
them.
that has one.
Okay.
So that's how he kind of went about things. And his father also was known, is known right now, and is, obviously he's on charges of all his businesses were in someone else's name. So so that's what we're kind of just looking at. It's like, so he always credits his dad into, as teaching him how to do things and how to run businesses and how to market himself. So that's kind of where the speculation is. And my thing was, when I found his Instagram, I'm like, well, hey, look at this. I like the clothing. But then I'm starting to look at it a little bit deeper. Like, this is an old video. And also,
What makes you think that?
because I'm looking at his teeth.
Okay.
Because he got braces, and I think he went and got veneers as well. His teeth in that video. I'm not clowning him or anything, but
right.
When he's talking to his father and Nesto too, they made it a big issue about their teeth and their appearance and so forth. So I'm just kind of I'm just making little observations like, well, why don't you have a link tree set up or something, or, somewhere where you can order or an email address.
Does he have a website?
No.
Did he have a website?
No.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's why we're so skeptical. Hey, Chick-fil-A and Miss Moshe. Miss Moshe said, CKJ, can you come a little closer to your mic? She says it's an echo.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
But so that's why we're kind of skeptical, because
Okay. Well, I'm like this. I have a son. I have a few sons, and I made a mistake last time. Just to clear it up, I said what I said. I said my daughter was my oldest at 24. She's my youngest. I got my oldest son's 42. Anyway, this is what I would do. If I was that young man, if I was somebody other than his father, hopefully on the other side of the family, that was doing things that you knew he was a hardworking man, working at the post office, doing something where you knew where his money was coming from. I will go and ask that person, do me a favor and have a talk with this young man and find out exactly how he's doing what he's doing. If there's any discomfort level with those answers, now you get your answer. Well,
he is under, like AK. Hey, AK, POV, thanks for being here. She said he may be selling them out of the Atlanta streetwear market.
Okay, is that legit?
She see that he's under 4 accounts that he's following.
Okay. He's under 4 accounts for what?
Well, it's other people that I saw that on his Instagram too, AK. It's like he's linking other, I guess, sellers underneath his name too. So he could be in business with someone else, and you know how you branch out.
Right.
You know, so
it's a semi-partner.
So it could be just a part of somebody else's business. But nevertheless, like I said, she said, also remember Deon telling Nesto he was changing up his teeth again, so veneers may have been updated. But nevertheless, I still say that he's doing better than what his father was doing on the surface.
Okay.
And it looked like it could be legitimate. Now, am I going to say go buy something? I don't know. If you do a prepaid Visa or a prepaid MasterCard or whatever, if you're going to send him a cash app, and that way he won't have your information.
Yeah, don't send no credit cards, none of that.
Yeah, and then get you a tracking number, so you can track your package. And, you definitely have to dot the I's and cross the T's until, to see what type of, if it's a legitimate business or not. But on the surface, it looked like it's okay. So I give him thumbs up for trying. So I do give him that much.
What you also could do, not to cut you off, but just so I don't forget, what you also could do is you can prepay. Find out how much that T-shirt weighs. And then what you can do is do a prepay where you send them something in a package, but also you send them something that's already paid for. He can send it back to you if you feel you need that type of protection and if the product is worth that. But other than that, without having a website and without having some way for someone to go somewhere and to look at what you're doing and see that it's copyright protected and all those things, all that leads to giving people more comfort that you're a legit business person. But when you start out, you don't always start out pretty. So that's why I say giving the benefit of that.
And that's what I said, because he's just starting out, we'll see.
Yeah.
And Call Me Darling, thanks for being here. She said, Call Me Darling say it's really not uncommon to set up shop on IG without a website. And it's not, because TikTokers do it all the time. Most take orders over DM via Cash App. I personally wouldn't do business like that, but it happens often. Now, if he was on TikTok, so you guys can maybe go to TikTok and see if the shop is on TikTok. TikTok guarantee your purchases.
Oh, yeah.
So if I was going to buy it, I would buy. If he's on TikTok, then I wouldn't hesitate to buy whatever I wanted because TikTok is going to guarantee your money. And hey, Bank, you said you look at the video date from the Heat Press Company, and it was on May the 7th of this year, so it may not be old. Okay, thanks, Bank. But at the end of the day, if he's on TikTok, and I don't know if anybody's checked that or not, but TikTok will guarantee your purchases. And if your product is damaged or whatever, TikTok does refund your money. Hey, allegedly. Hey, a brilliant. Thank you. Everybody's coming in. Y'all come on in. We're talking about Deon's new business venture in this T-shirt. And we'll show the video at the end. Okay, Vicky. We'll show the video at the end of the live too, again, for the ones that missed it. But X-Complicated say, I'm not buying nothing because he's not trustworthy.
I knew you was going to say that.
And you knew I was going to say it. Well, now you said that. That's what X-Complicated said. That's my chat saying that. I just said it the way I said it. But
hey, I don't blame her. I don't blame her. I put it that
way. This is quote unquote, baby. If Banks say he needs to hook up his orders up to a payment platform like Shopify, and they may still be offering 120-day free for minority-owned businesses. I mean, he could. I mean, but they hard-headed back. I don't think they're going to take our advice. Y'all know how they do it. They think we roaches, and we just talking about them, and we just roast them all the time. So they're definitely not going to take no advice from us, okay? You can give all that nice advice all you want to, CKJ, but we're deemed bad in their eyesight because we be regulating, we doing commentary on these calls, and they don't like that. Okay. So TB21 say, what is his IG? That's okay to put it out. If it's okay to put it out, I prefer not to put it out. TB21. But I tell you what, when I show this video, if you wanna, and that's up to you. If you want to look at the handle and all of that. Hey, Texas Toy, thanks for being here.
When I said you don't want no calls to connection.
I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke from nobody. But Instagram is a
Yeah. Wow.
social media platform, and you welcome to do my replay. Stop it, pause it, write it down, flip it, flap it, do whatever you need to do to
Oh,
get where
bro.
you need to go. But
Yeah.
I'm not saying it out loud, okay?
I
And
know
Sanders
that's
say he's
right.
not on TikTok. I'm always buying even when I should not on TikTok. Okay,
Yeah.
Sanders. Sanders, say you bought some of that lip gloss because girl, I want to try that lip gloss out. This is how we do over here,
I see. I
TKJ.
see. That's
Yeah,
good.
if
That's
you
what's
bought some
up.
of that lip gloss, Sanders, let me know if it's legitimate because they say it stay on all day, so I don't know. Bank say true, but hopefully someone watching could benefit. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
Bank, yeah.
There you
And
go.
so yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
give out the information, but they're not gonna listen to us. He
Yeah.
say the name at the end of the video. Yeah, he says the name. And ain't no fun when the rabbits got the gun say scamming, screaming.
That's
See,
crazy.
that's why they call us roaches though.
Hey,
And his
who?
daddy say we live in he say we all fat and we ain't got no job and we all live in a 1 bedroom apartment and we
Uh-uh.
black. He
Okay.
got a problem with people being the extra dark.
Yeah.
He said we fat, black, and we live in a 1 bedroom apartment with 1 bathroom. Is what his dad said.
Wow.
And
Wow.
that's it. And if that's the case, it's still better than being locked up. Okay.
Yeah. Better than being on homeless too.
The moo
Hey,
moos get me tempted to order Sanders.
I want to know what does Nesto, Shaco, Shuffle, Walker? What do they think
Okay,
about this?
so now this why they don't like us.
Oh my
Now some
goodness.
of us got his name too. Some of us, we this social media, CKJ. So some
Yeah.
people done made funny of the names.
I see.
We done
I
made
see.
funny of, I talk like him. His name is Nesto. I call him Buckwheat. You see in my title, Buckwheat on the
That's
line,
what you talking about.
Dion on the
Oh
grind.
man. Wow. Well, y'all something
so
else.
so they got legitimate cause not to like us. They really
Hey,
do.
hey, hey. It's
But it
social
is
media.
what it is. Now his daddy is the one who put these videos out here. His daddy got 1,000 videos on Instagram. So all we did was just sift through the information,
Right.
and
Right.
we ain't
Right.
adding to and we ain't taking away. We only
Yeah.
reporting what we see, and
Right.
it is what it
That's what's
is.
happening. That's
Okay.
what's happening. Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
said, yes, I purchased Wonder Skin lipstick strain on TikTok. You apply 3 layers and it's set. Okay, and set it for 10 minutes. Got you,
Oh,
Sandra.
she's doing that on TikTok.
Well, she said she purchased things on
Oh,
TikTok.
purchased it. She's
Uh-huh.
done purchased it before.
And so I had
Okay.
asked, was it
I never did any.
I asked her, was it good lip gloss? Because I need some lip gloss. So we're doing commentary, we do all kind of things,
Hey, that's cool. That's cool.
on these.
I told you I was gonna come over and check you out.
Yeah,
So,
I appreciate
yeah,
that, CKJ.
yeah,
Champion
yeah.
say we call him pimp. Smoke.
Who's pimping?
Buckwheat.
Buckwheat. Silly, man.
Minutes.
But why you choose Buckwheat? I'm curious. Why Buckwheat? Of all the names,
Look at the
Buckwheat?
thumbnail, CKJ. He look like Buckwheat because he talk like Buckwheat. Let me finish the call. You'll see why I call him Buckwheat. Hold on one second.
Oh, man,
Let's finish the call up and you'll see why I call his ass Buckwheat. You'll see why.
Oh,
Listen to him talk.
Uh-oh. Oh, now that you mention it, I get it now. He does have a sis or something. Okay.
I'm be talking about my daddy. Oh man, I forgot. I didn't even reshare it. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Did y'all hear any of that? No. Okay, hold on a second. Let me present the video. My bad. My bad. Hold on, my bad. And I'll run it back if y'all didn't hear nothing.
Okay. Yeah, I did talk to your sister though. She sounded pretty good. So.
Okay,
Yeah,
I ran it back.
went out to eat with me. I ain't heard back from her. Call it a
Okay.
day though.
Hey, Nola.
Okay. Yeah. Well, hey, it's gonna be all right, man. You can't keep lying. I know that for sure. So. You can't keep lying, player. That's one thing I told you. Can't keep lying now. Can't keep lying.
Can't keep lying.
Yep. Yep.
Somebody said something to me that rubbed me the wrong way, boy, and I had to catch myself from saying something crazy. So I said, you know what? It ain't even worth me saying what I'm gonna say to you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they brought you up and don't even know you, and I'm like, where did that just come from? Like, oh, somebody said, listen,
Hey,
I don't care what nobody said. Listen, you don't know him. They don't know him. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Watch your mouth, because, you know, you don't know how I may feel about what you're saying.
Right.
All I'm saying is, you know, you gotta watch people, because they mess around and have you in the same situation as your daddy.
Hey,
What?
Sassy
I don't even be around people. What made you say something like that? I don't even know you enough for you to say nothing to me like that. I don't know. I guess people think freedom of speech ain't freedom of speech no more these days. You know, I'm always say how I feel and say it to whoever I feel like saying it to. You know how I do. I don't care.
Well, hey, one thing for sure. Gotta stay focused.
That's what I'm gonna keep doing.
Yeah, stay
Hey,
focused.
Now, I can't tell you what's really going on, because then them folks gonna have to wham bam and spin it around and yeah. But you gonna see when you get out, you gonna be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he got these folks messed up. Yeah, you sure do.
What?
Telling you, I just gotta stay focused on the path that I'm on, because it's working.
Okay.
Even though the devil be working, I ain't gonna let him beat me. So what I heard somebody say, it made a lot of sense. He wasn't talking directly to me, but for me to see it on the internet, I felt like it was meant for me to hear that, and that it was directed to me. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, Jay Blake.
It's just like going to church. The pastor not directly speaking to you, but the words that he could be saying could be speaking on your whole entire life at that moment. And you're like, dang, how did he know? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So what the word was, the devil blessed. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it was said. Hold on, I'm not gonna have said. 1 second.
Hold on.
1 second.
Y'all get ready to get y'all Bible lesson.
I typed it down the other day. I sure did. Okay, where is it? God bless the real, the devil bless the fake.
Buckwheat
Did
saying,
you pick up what I'm putting down?
I sure did.
Yep.
God bless the real.
And that'll go over a lot of people's heads.
No, but I caught it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught it.
So I took that and I'm around with that.
Yeah, that's funny.
City.
Okay, so according to that
take time, gonna come through.
Hold on a sec. So according to that logic, God bless the real, and the devil bless the fake. So if your daddy been doing devilish things, then I guess the devil is blessing your daddy and God blessing you. Is that what you saying? Because that's what I get from that. He said it goes over some people's head, and Buckwheat just say, So I guess maybe you know, it must have struck a nerve with Buckwheat. I don't know. So CKJ, do you think he sound like Buckwheat?
You know dang on well I ain't touching that. But I'm laughing. So let's tell you everything you need to know. When you put that picture of us, I said, "Dog, boy, she need to cut it out, man." Hey, but you know what though? I think he just had an epiphany. His son just said something to him. It hit him like a target. Remember, his son said something to the fact that something was said to either him or someone else, and while they may not directly to you, you feel the message.
Yeah,
I think when he said that last part about the devil, he said, "Man, I don't know if dude talking to me. He's trying to, take a shot."
But we say, all he said was,
whenever he gets called, whenever like that kind of stuff gets brought up, he gets super quiet. He's like, okay.
Oh, okay. That's a tale. That's a tale. Okay.
Yeah, especially when like Deon said something about somebody said something about you that just rubbed me the wrong way, and he has no retort to any of that.
It's hard to rebuke the truth. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you something else too. And I know this ain't got nothing to do with the subject. It does, but just hear me out. The lady Shirley Strawberry, right? That's who he was. Now remember when Steve Harvey was talking all this stuff about him giving advice to people? I don't know what he told Shirley, but I bet Shirley ain't reading that book no more.
Well, Shirley supposed to have wrote the book for him. Think like a man, act like a woman, and think like a man. Think like a man and act like a woman. Supposedly Shirley wrote the book.
I don't think she wrote it. She just
helped write it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this right here.
Well, that's what he said, but that's what Buckwheat said.
Yeah. You cut it out. Hey, but he just said, well, I ain't gonna say that. You're gonna get me in Joe trouble. But yeah, that's I don't understand. I hope the young man he seemed to have some kind of smarts though,
Yeah, he's smarter than his daddy. I gotta give him that.
Yeah, so I think he'll be all right. Hopefully
he has more common sense.
That's it right there. Common sense. And hey, sometimes that's all you need. Just don't be stupid. Do what you know is right. Yeah.
I think the father's problem is he kept getting away with it for so long that he just got cocky with being able to sleep with all these women and take their money and do all these random things that he got sloppy and cocky with it, whereas Deon, he's a little more emotionally intelligent. He has more common sense than his father.
He also learned from his lesson because his father is in the jizzy, and I know that ain't no good thing for the thing.
And let's be clear, Deon is fully aware that his father is guilty of some of this.
What do you mean by that?
He gives. I said what I said. You can see because he's like, what you did. He always said he always alludes to.
He told him, he said, only you know what you did.
That's what his son said to him.
And he got mad at him one time. He said, they're gonna baptize your ass.
Okay.
His son, he's cussed him out before. He's like, you're on the phone and you're in there talking. You're talking way too much. And guess what they're about to do? They're about to baptize your ass. And that came true. He got a RICO. I mean, not even a month after his son told him that, they slammed him with the RICO.
And he's a career criminal. He has 19 cycles of criminality, CKJ.
Okay.
And so, his daddy do. So he know his daddy is a career criminal. Yeah. And he know that he's not totally, we know when you go to jail, the prosecution job is to throw everything at the wall at you and see what's going to stick and what's not, right?
I know that.
And they also have some evidence on some of the things that you done, and they may be just looking for evidence on other things. However, he has a RICO charge, and inside the RICO charge, he got 39 counts of theft by deception and theft by taking.
Various
and fraud.
various types of theft and fraud, and bigamy.
and bigamy. Yeah,
Yeah, well, we know that. Let me ask you
yeah.
this though: what did he? Are there other people named in those indictments in association with him? What-
Uh-uh.
No,
So how they come up? How
there's
they
an
come?
unindicted co-conspirator.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's what a conspiracy is. Okay, because I
Mm-hmm.
right now I couldn't see it, but
That
yeah,
told it on it. That
yeah.
provided all the
Somebody
information.
talking. He
Yeah,
talking. That
but
Well,
person's talking.
it's a
there's
female.
there's one co-conspirator who
Hey,
actually
Trisha.
told, but there's also an unindicted co-conspirator who they are keeping sealed in secret right now.
That's the one that sold him out right there.
I think
Trust
both
me.
of them. I think both
No,
of them.
Well, everybody been down there talking to him.
yeah, but see
The
the
whole
one
crew.
that you ain't heard nothing about. That's the one they protect. That's the
Okay.
big. That's the golden
Okay.
egg information. Trust me on that one. Okay, that's how they do it. That's how the feds do it.
They do what now? Say that again. I didn't hear you.
Well, when they have a situation where they think it's a Rico situation, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling you straight up. That's you heard some of my story, but you didn't hear it all. But Rico was one of it. Okay,
Okay. Hey,
they have to establish that you engaged in some criminality with at least one other person. They usually will like it if it's at least five, because coming with a Rico with two people is kind of stupid, waste of federal funds. But here's the thing: is that somewhere along that they gonna make an offer. It's called a 3K letter, 3K 5 letter, or something like that. And you got two versions of them. You got the one where the prosecutor is going to come to you before trial. But if your stupid self go and get 20 years, they'll come to you again with a deal, but it's not going to be as sweet. Okay? And that's what they're doing with that one witness. They went with them and brought that, what we used to call it, that come to Jesus moment to you.
But she's already made a deal with them, and she's done.
So she's out.
She's out. Yeah, she's out. She's made a deal, and it's sealed and everything. So she's good.
What about the other person?
The other person has not been named yet.
Okay, they scrambling. They scrambling.
We're taking guesses on who it is because the other person was she was pretending to be his wife, and as far as correspondence goes, when with all of these, like some of these victims, she was pretending to like be his wife and sending emails, and she was collecting money from him.
Okay.
Well, so
they would have to establish what exactly. I mean, in order for them to establish a conspiracy, they would have to establish the fact that you knowingly participated in a crime with this person, knowing that you had no business participating in this crime, and you did it with somebody for a joint after benefit. That's how you establish a RICO charge.
Well, she admitted to everything.
Yeah, well, she gone, so she gone, so she ain't think about it no more. But I don't know what this dude here, man. I don't even know how he got close to somebody like Shirley Strawberry. Something missing with that story, because she seemed to be a pretty. I don't know if smart is the word, but she seemed to be decent.
Yes, and I think a lot of it she was listening to like the people on the show too, that telling her she was getting old and she need a man, and I think a lot of that. I'm not blaming them, but a lot of them, a lot of that can be peer pressure, especially a career woman, because as we get older, especially women who are successful in their careers, and we put our career first, and she is someone who is super duper career oriented. She's not, she's not gonna even. She won't even let her child come between her and her career. So I think that was the missing piece in her life, and she looked up to Steve as far as when it came down to all this advice. And they, from my understanding, they did tease her quite a bit. It's like, you need to get a man. You need to get a man. And so she, she fell for the okie doke. And then when Steve gave the okay, she's like, well, okay, and also what Nesto does with women is that he finds their weak spot. He finds like their weakness and like what drives them.
You're kind of
And
going in and
surely
out.
she
There.
is.
You kind of going in and out. So you
Yeah.
say he find his weak spot, and what else? We can hear you now.
Can you hear me good? Okay now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
So
finds the weak spot and Yeah, times a week, and
Yeah, she in the matrix.
he
Yeah,
said
she in the matrix.
that Shirley. Can y'all hear
You,
me?
yeah, you're going
Yeah,
in and out. It
you
sounds.
kind of
Are you in
still
the?
going in and out.
Yeah, yeah.
But basically what she's saying is he found a
I'm
woman's
okay.
weak spot and then he pounced on
Yeah, he
that.
pulling
And
strings. He
and,
pulling
and then
strings.
he on his Instagram he present himself as being rich. If you
Oh,
looked at his Instagram, you would swear he had $100 million.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
so it was always a scam. It was always a fraud, and that's what he specializes in. He also
Mm.
was with Ebony Steele before he got with Shirley. So
Is that right?
that's how he got in contact with Shirley.
Okay.
And I'm
Wow.
sorry, but Shirley
Wow.
was a little thirsty.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. And he
she was a
probably
little thirsty. She was
put
getting
the,
older, and then
mm,
he's a younger guy, and she's an older woman. So
yeah,
a lot of times, when
yeah.
an older woman can land a younger guy,
Mhm.
it makes the woman feel good, like, ooh,
Yeah,
I'm this age, and he's 10 years younger than me, and I still got it. And
yeah,
so,
yeah.
but Ebony says Shirley ain't innocent. She's someone complicit in this. And Penelope says Shirley can't pick a man. Her ex is trash.
Look at what Tanya B said. Tanya B called him at Nasto.
Yeah, we call him. Oh, baby, he got all kind of names. Nasto. AK say we don't know how
Y'all
he got
something
close
else,
to her either, and
man.
that's why the story was so interesting to follow.
Oh
And
man.
so
Yeah.
Tanya said, yeah, Nasto remind her of a big mustache. Banks say I still say he wanted to Marge Light and thought Nesto was the answer. He wanted
Oh
Marjorie.
wow.
And Gina say, I'm sure she had more options than Nesto, so now I'm not buying that one. But
Mhm.
Gina, why she didn't pick some of them other options if she had more options than Buckwheat? But like I said, he presented himself as a prominent businessman.
Mhm.
He would get these cars, he would scam cars and get them some kind of way and change the VIN on them. So he
Mhm.
was driving Phantoms.
What?
Yeah, he had a Prevost that he
Wow.
allegedly took, and everything is a scam with him, and he had all these nice fancy cars and stuff. And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah, she could be enamored with that. He could fool
Yeah,
any.
yeah.
You could be fooled that way if you're looking at his social media. And then now as far as when he opened his mouth up, I should have told her something, but I
Yeah.
digress.
Age,
But
age, and with him being younger, he's a little stiff at night, if you know what
yeah,
I'm
and
saying.
then at the end of the
Yeah.
day, being with Ebony still probably helped him, because that's what he does. He used women's prominence to get the next woman.
To validate himself, you think?
To validate when he would meet victims, he would tell them, do you know who I'm married to? He was using her as
Okay.
part of the scam,
Wow.
her name. And so
Hmm.
Excomplicated said, I think Deon is an upgrade scammer version of his daddy. He was there during I Am Hazel time, and he knew about Sonya, and he was still helping the scammer daddy scam Shirley.
Hmm.
Exactly, Excomplicated. So that's why we don't give him the benefit of the doubt. That's why we're all skeptical, because it seems like everybody in the circle is kind of scammy,
Yeah. Yeah.
allegedly.
And you
And
hope it.
Psycho Bonus say he uses the women as social currency, and he does.
That's what it
Because
sounds
he
like.
was married to this other lady named Carol, and she had a barbershop herself. She had a business, and so he can land a prominent woman. I got to give him that. He
Yeah.
scammed this one lady out of her Mercedes Benz and her Prevost, traded it in, and bought another Prevost and bought Shirley a G wagon with the money. And he made the lady buy Shirley a $20,000 ring. So he scams on a high
Ooh.
scale level. He ain't no $5 scammer. When he scammed you, he scammed you. He take it
Right.
all.
Right. Right.
And so that's why the story is so interesting, and that's why we follow this story, and that's why we're trying to figure it all out. And,
I'm trying to gauge what the young man is going to turn out to be.
trying to figure out what his son gonna
Yeah.
do.
This
Yeah,
is going
trying
to
to
be like,
figure
yeah.
out,
Hopefully
if he's
that
gonna
young
follow.
man. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We're just trying to see if he's gonna follow in his daddy footsteps, or is he trying to get his own footprint.
Well, he don't fall far from the tree. The only thing is, did he learn something from the fall of his dad?
I think so. I think he may have learned how to do it better.
But is that learning something?
Well, it ain't landing him in jail right now. So
Oh man,
in my
boy.
in my book, you learn. If you ain't going to jail, you
Yeah,
ain't getting
yeah,
caught. You don't
yeah.
learn. You
Well,
don't learn it.
well,
But
there's
but
no
this day
saying.
and time, though, I just look at it like this,
Uh-huh.
CKJ.
What's that?
in this day and time, it's hard to run a scam and not get caught because of the technology that we have.
Absolutely.
And that was the mistake that his father made. His father was doing old scams with old ideas and didn't consider the new technology that we have now.
But also,
Well, he didn't keep
he
up
got
with the laws either.
Yeah, and didn't keep up with the laws.
right. But did this. This is the Fed's ideology. If you commit 100 crimes, you can get away with 90 of them, 99 of them. All we gotta do is catch you once. That's the way they work. And that's what I think he got caught up in, is that he thought everything was smooth. But see, when everything's smooth, you get lackadaisical in certain areas. And that's where the vulnerability comes in. And that's when you open up that opportunity for those people to come see you. You know, so I just hope that the young man just get around some, you know, I understand that's your father and you want to stay, you know, connected with him. I get that part, but I hope that he's getting some information from another source. It's particularly a man.
Well,
That's
I don't
giving
think
a
he listening. I don't think he listening. Didn't you just hear
I don't
him
think
say?
he's listening either.
Yeah, didn't you just hear him say them people try to tell him don't get caught up like your dad, and he got mad?
But that's his daddy.
Also, well,
But
he
they
didn't
was
meet
trying
that
to,
man until he was
but they still
13.
trying to help him. They still trying to help him, but he's
Yeah.
not taking no advice.
Yeah. Okay.
I also want to say to this too. There was a phone call when Nesto had with his investigator, with the public defender's office, and the investigator was trying to, you know, asked him did he want to defend himself because the way he was moving, he acted like he wanted to defend himself because just was talking so much on the phone call on the jail phones, and he was trying to tell him, you know, explain the charges to him in a way that he understood, and he was explaining to him that, you know, all the stuff that they're charging you for, these checks and stuff, you know, all of this is illegal, or somebody giving you money and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, what you promised to do with the money, that's illegal. And Nesto he could not process. No, that's legal. I could do, once they give it to me, that's legal.
Did
So,
you
hmm?
did you catch what the man said though? He said, "Do you want to represent yourself?" He's trying to tell this person. I was about to say it. No, I gotta watch you, boy. You're gonna be a bad influence. I see that already. I think he was trying to tell him. He said, "Look, man, you keep on talking. You might as well represent yourself because you're gonna sink your own ship." I don't know if y'all remember Uptown Saturday Night. Loose lips sink ships.
Yes.
And all this talking on the phone and all that, because he has this addiction to attention. He wants to be seen as something. He wants to still be relevant. Okay. That's what's going to get you hemmed up right there, talking. You know? And
that's exactly what I said. He still think he running things. And Chaplain say, thank you, Mr. CJK. We love hearing a male's point of view of this.
Well, if you love it so much, why don't you get the letters right? It's CKJ.
It's CJK.
Yeah.
Oh, CKJ. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't be hollering at my audience, CKJ. They giving you a compliment.
Man.
Look how you
is that a dude or is that a lady? I can't see by the avatar. I'm just jiving, champions. I'm just jiving.
It don't matter. It's still my people. You gonna treat my people good over here, okay?
Hey, all due respect, you know I come with that.
They know you just joking. They not taking it serious.
They always do that. Some people do it on purpose just to mess with because they know I'm particular about my name. I don't mess with my name.
Now what? No. They trying to get it right. Trust me, they are.
No, I know.
Because we don't get a man's perspective. It's just all women perspective. Okay. And so when we can get a male's perspective point of view over here, that's great for us.
Look at Miss Boogie down. Look what she just said.
Whoop this Boogie down.
Calm down, ADJK. See, I don't make no damn sense.
There you go, Boogie down.
Go ahead, man.
I told you to leave my people alone.
Go get Miss Boogie down. Get down with the Boogie down, baby. Go ahead.
It's a lot of women in this chat, so you better tread light.
Hey, I got a lot of girls, so trust me, I didn't see it, heard it all before.
Hey, this ain't Lionel Urban and SBK, okay? this ain't the sausage party over here, baby.
I didn't say that's SBK. She said it. I didn't say that.
SBK probably listening in the bushes. He normally do. Okay. He already know. So Real say he really got mad at his daddy because he saw his daddy was messing up with Shirley for Sonya, for his girlfriend, because the girlfriend, that's what he's talking to on the phone.
Oh, that's he got a point.
And
that could be.
And Tanya say agreed, Real, because messing up stuff he used to be able to get from Shirley, and that's right, because Shirley closed the pocketbook up for everybody, and hence this is why the baptism have commenced, and so he's being baptized at this point. Deon and Nasty from Excomplicated say Deon and Nasty doesn't have a father and his son relationship, and they don't. They act like they're friends.
Right.
They act like they friends. It's all good, champions. Don't worry about CKJ. Don't worry about him at all.
No, we good. I just found it funny. That's all.
Yeah,
it's cool. Do your thing, baby.
And you know I'll butcher a name up in a minute.
Whatever,
it don't have to just be letters. I could spell your name wrong in a minute.
Man.
Tanya said Deon said he could tell Slonia was broke by the way she dressed. Exactly. He read her right off though, didn't he, Tanya? Read her right off. And Lady T-Bug say he doesn't care. He don't care about none of that. He don't care about nobody and nothing. He don't even care about Deon, because at one time he blocked Deon and the whole family. He told his girlfriend to block everybody. So all Buckwheat really care about is himself. And let me finish up the call before she can go online, because we got about 10 more minutes of the call.
Yes, sir. All the answers I got now, I couldn't have got them overnight now.
You just got the answers overnight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all right. Well, I love you, man. Keep your prayers up, man. Keep me in there with you. Pray for me. I'll be a great day tomorrow. And God is good all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I'm gonna say how good he is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before we get out the phone. I done been pulled over 4 different occasions for no reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the occasions I got pulled over, the lady said your tent dark. I said, you know what? I knew I shouldn't have been over here in this area anyway, because when I was younger and I had, remember that black BMW I had when I was 18, and it came with that dark tint on it? At that same area, they gave me that $700 ticket when I was 18. Okay, cool. Fast forward to now. I just laughed and smiled at her. I get it. I take that. Then she said, well, your registration expired. I said, well, no, that ain't right, because my birthday, long time from right here. So she let me go. I get pulled over about 30 minutes later by a different city. You know what I'm saying? But they just wanted to see who was in the car. They snatched me out of the car, put the dogs on the car and all that, right? The one officer tried to apologize to me, but, it's always that aggressive one, you know what I'm saying, the boy-girl one. He's always one of them aggressive ones. I ain't gonna talk too crazy, so they gonna twist that too.
I get it.
But, you know what I'm saying, when they found out that everything that I told them was legit, that the other officer had just told me, and I went to go figure out what was going on with it, and I got it nipped in the bud for y'all to come back around and do that to me. That y'all felt kind of crunchy because I told y'all I ain't had number clothes in the car. I said, clothes. That y'all get the kind of car I got, what it may look like I do, but nah, I don't do that. You get what I'm saying? So when they found out and did their research, it was more so like, damn, we was wrong today. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I get pulled over coming from the warehouse, thunderstorm the other night. I said, nah, I know I didn't do nothing. He said about 5 minutes before he came. So when he puts up, he like, why you smiling? I'm like, bro, 'cause I know I didn't do nothing. He like, oh yeah, I just want to see you arrest the owner of the car and your front windshield dark. I'm like, if my cousin in the passenger seat leaned over, he say, well, Mr. Officer, he's somebody, and 9 times out of 10, that shit ain't coming out the window. Everybody started laughing. He said, man, have a good day. Like, you can't bother somebody that's in good spirits, the moral of my story, and knowing that they ain't in the wrong. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So what I'm basically telling you is to stay in good spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Don't matter what these folks saying and doing towards your name.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be all right, Claire.
Hey, rocking with Cowboy and Cam.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to be all right. And the other reason you're going to be all right, because you got me.
Absolutely. And I thank God for you, player. I sure do.
Like I tell people all the time. Now, if the other thing that they were saying you did, I wouldn't fuck with you no more. But I know you ain't did that.
Absolutely.
You don't play like that. And I don't play like that. So keep your head up and keep my belt down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I sure will.
Everything's gonna be all right.
It coming.
I know you ready to get up out of there.
He coming. He
Yeah,
coming.
I ain't ready to get out, but I ain't finna be no fool either now.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't finna be no fool. I'm not finna do that one. No, sir.
But
No,
you
sir.
shouldn't.
Yeah, no,
I don't
sir.
deal with fools either.
Yeah.
Daddy or not. I don't deal with no fools. Yep.
Yeah, I ain't. Hey, man, I'm an innocent man. I'm an innocent man, man. And guess what? I stand on it. Hey, some people can't say that, but I can. So I'm good. Yep. But you have a good one, man. I love you. Like I say, keep me in your prayer, man. I keep you in my prayer. We're gonna keep going.
I got you, big fella.
All right, love you, man. Hold it down.
One last thing.
Yes, sir.
Shit. You know everything gonna be all right. I still made it happen when I come walk. Come on, P.
Yes, sir. You sure do. I think about that every day. I look at that picture every day. When I feel any type of slackness, I look at that picture. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I got that. You know I got that, right? You know I got that picture. Yes, sir. So appreciate you being my hero. You're rolling and doing your thing. Appreciate you. A lot of folks can't even do that. Can't even say they can do that. So.
I big dog.
Or, I'm going to say one more thing. They're always trying to find an excuse why they can't. That ain't what you got going on. So I'm proud of you.
Yes, sir.
So keep it going. I love you, brother.
Love you too. They got call me Mr. LLC.
Okay. All right. You funny.
Not with the S on it, Mr. LLCs.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
All right, I am. All right, bye.
All right, player.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
All right, player. Keep your head up, player.
You know what?
I love you very much, player.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, you know what though? I think if I was Deon, I'd be a little bit more choosier with the words I say when I'm on that phone. Because see, here's the thing about the feds. The feds have universal jurisdiction, which means
he got state charges. It's not the feds, it's the state. But they are listening to the calls.
Okay, but so the RICO charges are under
state.
Their states. Okay, but it's still RICO though. But here's the thing though, is that he needs to be careful because when you're in a situation where they just stopped you and then you go into the next county and they stop you again. Now remember, y'all told me dude had a problem with VIN numbers. So you don't know what type of information they have where they're trying to see if they could shore up the case that they got against his father by seeing if they could bring this young man into the situation, even if it's by a causal connection. If they can show, it's kind of like this, people. If you're walking down the street and you go ready to pass the bank, and all of a sudden you see somebody come running out the bank with a big old bag and get in the car, and you say, "Hey man, I know that guy." Okay, now what you gonna do? Keep walking or start talking? You better keep walking because the feds or state. When it comes to RICO, they're gonna say, "Well, if you were part of the bank robbery, why are you getting in the car?"
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? So RICO is a little different because it's all about intent. It ain't really I don't know if the state has that kind of viscosity in terms of how they can hold you, but man, all they need to do is show a connection. And if they can show a connection, they can bring him in, sweat him out, say, "Look, man, it's you or your father, man. What's happening?" I'm telling you, if I was that young man, whatever you're doing with your business, someone said something about go to TikTok because they got something set up to protect the person that's buying the consumer.
Yeah, I said that.
You need to go do that, dude, and stop all that out the trunk stuff because that still got that drug personality touch to your business. You need to get away from that. And don't tear up your damn windows going to different counties, 18. Well, he was 18, so I give him a break. But anyway, that's what it is, man. This young man, he's going to have to make a decision that you know what? If I'm gonna really do things on the up and up, I got to keep my conversation with my dad just about me and him and son and father. Because all that, the LLCCs, link, you don't want to get into that now. Stop all that talking. Just keep it clean.
Right.
That's what I would tell him. If he's intending on running a legitimate business, how he starts off is not the important part. It's how he's going to conduct business from each exchange. That's where he establishes himself as being a decent business person.
Well, can you explain how he loved his daddy so much, but he don't never put no money on daddy books?
What?
How are his expenses $15,000 a month, and he hasn't gotten his daddy an attorney? What? And I know he does. He's not obligated to do so, but ain't no money on his books. He What else?
Y'all
He's
saying
by
the man? He ain't. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Y'all shocked me, man.
what? Okay. So Nesto has gone on these calls many times and said, "Don't nobody love me. It's just Sonya who's looking out for me.
Okay.
Everybody else gone. Blah blah blah. Nobody wanted to chump up, $10,000 for an attorney because he doesn't know how to treat attorneys. So they weren't paying for attorneys, and they weren't coming up with books. That he was nickel and diming his Nesto with like $10 here, $20 there, and then he was sending money to the girlfriend, $15 here, $20 there. But then his expenses cost $15,000 a month, and he's wearing Balenciaga, Christian Louboutin, and so forth.
Wow.
Lady T-Bug said he's a child. He's not responsible for a grown man.
I
Facts.
know that,
Nesto is a
Lady T
Facts.
deadbeat
Bug.
dad. Everybody
Facts.
doesn't want to be used. And what's
Facts.
love got to do with the money?
But the other thing is too. I mean, family is family. But
Yeah.
if they know you running Skrilla for Rilla, they don't want you running Skrilla for Rilla on them.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't
I,
blame them.
I mean, I get it. I'm just saying, like, he always say, "You got me, player. You got me. You got
Oh yeah.
me."
I get what you're saying. I get your point now. Yeah. You
And
got
he'll
15.
never, and it's I love you, brother. It's never I love you, son. Somebody said that a while ago. That
Yeah, I
he'll
saw
never call
somebody
him
say
his
that.
son.
So he
It's
doesn't
always
never use that
bro and
word.
player.
He
Huh?
never calls him son.
No, he always say brother or player.
He said like little stuff like, "I'm a proud daddy," but that was when they were trying to scam Shirley. When he was making help Dion, he was asking Dion to help him scam Shirley. They were trying to do something where one of the police impounded vehicles that was obtained illegally.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to get paid a lawyer with that, and so they were calling Shirley. Dion called Shirley on the other line. All he said was, "I'm a proud daddy." That's as far as I have heard.
Well, Chick-fil-A say I got me doesn't mean it's equal to money, Dion. And no money on his books and
That's
no
right.
jail visits.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Now
like Dre.
that's one thing. That's one thing that nobody has done, CKJ. Nobody has visited this dude in jail other than his girlfriend
Exactly.
and another content creator who prayed for him. But none of his
I,
family members have been up to the jailhouse to visit him.
I got one answer for that.
What?
Rico. I ain't trying to get part of no criminal proceeding. Yeah. No, we ain't trying to catch no charge. We love you, but step back on 10 feet, man.
See, that's what I said. That's what I said. They ain't finna go 10 feet within the police station.
Exactly.
Now let's back up. Shirley did ask him about visitation. Can I come visit you? And he's like, because he thought he was getting out. He told Shirley no. So she don't ask no questions because she likes to be willfully ignorant. So she just said, "Okay, screw it. I'm not gonna come down there." And the girlfriend booked all the visits up, and she was the main one in there. She's been the main one booking his visits. Oh, somebody else did go to see him. His friend Daryl.
Oh yeah, Daryl went to go see him. But he said Daryl wasn't coming in love. Daryl was coming to be nosy, is what he
I
said.
came, didn't I?
Whatever the reason was, he was down there.
I came twice.
Now, it's Sonya. That Sonya's the girlfriend, so
Correct.
she's the one that's coming down there to see him the most. He won't let Shirley come see him. Uh, that sounds like he's trying to keep something away from Shirley, but also he don't want to mess up what he got going on with Sonya.
say,
because that's his emotional attachment right there. That's who's
he
talking
can't
all
mess
this
nothing up.
stuff.
She do by Shirley. She do by Shirley and everything. Yeah, she had his whole phone, Instagram, all that. You
No,
know
no,
about
no,
him. She don't
no,
care.
no. What I'm saying is she's the one that's giving him the stimulation he needs as a man from a female standpoint.
Oh,
If
okay.
Shirley come up there, Shirley's gonna also bring attention with her.
Mm-hmm.
She she's a major radio figure nationally. You know what I mean? So that's automatically going to be a little to the people that's bringing that Rico.
Well, ain't no fun when the rabbits got the gun. Say, I don't know who your new dude is, but I like him. But please tell him about the black bag. Okay. So
What's
he
the
had
black
a black
bag?
he had a black bag of dildos and some LV that he was using on the victims to persuade them. And so they just want you to know that about Buckwheat also. That's why he's called Nastio.
So
Okay.
when they arrested him, they found two black adult performance toys, the gimp mask. If you ever seen Pulp Fiction,
Oh, I know what you're saying. That
and
man is complicated saying CKK. Boy, y'all need to cut it out. Go ahead.
Well, you started it. You started it.
and the liquid V. I mean, that was his. And it's confirmed. You know, liquid Viagra, and it's been confirmed on the phone calls with Sonya that he uses them. He used them on her.
And the mask.
So I don't know about the mask. I don't,
The
but
mask with the zipper.
Uh-oh.
yeah, well, yeah, that's the gimp mask. Um, so yes, he is and his best friend has said that he likes to get girls in on his RV with dog chains and a cowboy hat and record them. So that's why he gets called. His moniker is appropriate.
Uh-oh. What's that?
I mean, it's not
Oh.
though.
that man got about 30 days of y'all chat, boy, I swear. Hey, tell X too complicated. It's all right. Go ahead. Don't be trying to act like you didn't do. We got you on tape, lady. Or dude, or I don't know which one it is, but you on tape. You can't take it back. We saw you.
But they just want to let you know what type of dude he is.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
And he's even been accused of child pornography. He's been accused of SA.
He's
and
into
so
sadomasochism. That's what that is.
It's what?
Sadomasochism. You know, when
That's
you
what
like
Vicky
pain.
That's
when you like pain, when you get your juju on.
Okay.
Shoot. Man, look. I don't know nothing about that. I ain't trying to look like nothing. I'm trying to hear nothing about it, man. I've seen something. I don't know if you all ever watched the show called Billions, but the very first opening scene, the damn district attorney got his wife being on, sticking cigarette butts in his chest. You remember that?
Yeah.
That was crazy. But that's what that is. And wow, man, this story just gets bigger and bigger.
That's why we're so invested.
I see.
And that's why we're trying to figure out why Cotton Candy wanted to be involved with a dude like this,
Yeah.
And I don't bit more believe that he did any of that, touched on Shirley with any of those things. So I'm like, well, what was it,
I
Shirley? Just
do.
had you not been touched in a while? I mean, like, damn,
I
because
do. I think that's how you got her.
I don't think Shirley rolled like that.
I don't think so either. I think he might have laid it down real good and gave her, like, a loving that she never felt or hadn't felt in a long time. But I don't think that I don't think she's. I know I said what I said different on this opinion. S&M stuff, I've borderline that area, but like you got to be able, like, to do the whole mask thing and to if a man.
I think it was soft.
It could.
I think he did. I think he did some of those things because he wouldn't have told her, "Okay, don't make me thank you. Don't make me thank you." And
Well,
Shirley was
spanking
like,
is not.
"We're not gonna have none of that today. We ain't talking about that shit today."
Well, spanking is not really like.
I think he did. I think he did soft things with Shirley. And I'm not saying that he did the full. She didn't have a full plate, but I feel like she had some of the things off the plate. She might not have had the meat, but she damn sure had the potatoes of it. Okay.
Let me give you some man code stuff that I ain't supposed to give you, and I'll give it to you anyway.
Go for it. We listening.
Amongst those who are blessed, And I be one. I'm just kidding, a little bit. But anyway, some of the terms. Sometimes when you're talking to your loved one and you just jiving with her, you say, "Girl, you know how I get out now. You don't want that black butterfly. You need to get spanked, baby." You know what I'm saying? And that leads. Oh Lord, is she typing it up? Man, you need to cut it out. But seriously, that's what that is. Is if you ever
That's
heard the
playful
black,
banter.
yeah, but it's meaningful because he's saying, I got what you need now. You don't want me to spank you now. I'm gonna put you in that comfortable position you ain't comfortable with. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah, so that could be part of their little personal, dialogue.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's how he kept the women around, because some of these women, like the way that they were delivering money to him, it's outrageous that they kept just giving him money. And so I think he's open to anything. I'm gonna be honest with like that. And
Oh, see,
he'll introduce, he doesn't, huh?
Chick Phil, a gal said Shirley was missionary style only. Yeah, but there's more than one way to be a
Yeah.
missionary. Trust me. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, Ma. I didn't mean to interrupt you. You were saying.
She dropped down. She'll come back up.
Oh, okay.
Well, I disagree.
Okay. I want to hear this. Why you disagree?
I disagree. I feel like that's the way he was able to keep his wife. And like I said, he may not have put the mask on. He may not have given her the meat, but I think she partook in the potatoes and the okra.
Handcuffs and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I think
She
he
might
did a
like
soft.
to tie it up a little
I
bit.
think he did a soft version of it on her.
Yeah.
To keep her there, because he really didn't have much else to offer.
Right.
And
Right.
I just know as a woman, sometimes when we have the big O from a man,
Uh-oh.
you go crazy and you would do a lot,
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just my thought, my opinion. Y'all can think what y'all want to think, but I'm not changing my stance. I feel like she was part of that black bag too. She might not be in the whole bag, but she was in that bag.
Y'all need to cut that out. Hey, so what you said, I said what I said. I'm putting you in pressure now. You be on that, you be swinging around that ceiling fan, just come down landing. Is that what you into?
Well, let me just say this. I have been married 3 times, so you can just take that for what it's worth. I'm not new to the game. I'm true to the game. Okay.
Hey,
and
you like the Tit Kat ain't over here, boy. She'll be killing.
I'll be what?
She'll be killing you, boy. You know, she do herb. She'll be killing herb, boy. That is so funny.
Well, I'm just saying. In order to get the money that he got from her, and they stayed married for 9 or 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay, almost 10 years. They were together for they were married almost for at least 9.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to do something to keep her attention. And I'm not saying that he did it every time. And I'm not saying that it was a normal process, but maybe birthdays and holidays. Hell, I don't know. But I do know he used that black bag on her. That's how he was able to land her.
Well, maybe you don't know which version is. See, there's 2 ways to satisfy a woman. Now, you can give her the icing and the strawberry.
Right.
But she really want a good cake. Because that icing and strawberry don't mean nothing if that cake ain't pounding, listen to me, pounding the way it need to pound. You get it?
I got you.
There you go.
I got you, CKJ. Mm-hmm. So I'm inclined to believe that some things went on. And I don't think she's the angel that everybody thinks she is. Okay. Yeah. Personally. I feel like she was complete. I'm not saying that she went and did the robberies with him. She didn't, she didn't have her, she wasn't in the car. She wasn't Clyde. She wasn't Bunny. But Bunny enjoyed all of the ill-begotten fruits, ill-begotten gains. She enjoyed it all. She didn't ask no questions. So in my mind, you're complicit because you, as a woman and as a married couple, and maybe you can answer this question because this is the one question that everybody have. Did she know or did she not know? But this is what I know from being married. Whether my husband, I've had both type of husbands. My one husband paid all the bills. One I had to help pay the bills. But the one that paid all the bills, I didn't check his paycheck every month, and I didn't check and see what he had in his pockets. But I knew about how much he was bringing home and about what he can afford. And if he would have brought a Rolls Royce home, I got some questions. Where the hell we get this Rolls Royce from? I know we can't afford this. And so that's all I'm saying. She didn't ask no questions about where nothing came from. And like I said, he wasn't bringing, little box of chocolates and flowers. He was bringing home big gifts, i.e., G-Wagons and $20,000 diamond rings. And they were taking lavish trips. And she do make money, don't get me wrong, but they was living beyond her paycheck, beyond her money. So that's all I'm saying.
Hey,
That's what I think, and that's just my opinion. Everybody free to have their own opinion, but that's just what I think.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I know. And dudes would be more successful in relationships when they understand this. Women are smarter than us, man. They can be more trifling than us. They can do whatever you think you're doing. They got a way of doing the same thing, just cooler without the stubble.
Right.
So I'm just telling you, if you thinking your woman don't know that whatever you doing ain't kosher, she might not say nothing, but she know because everything's going all right for now. It's kind of like the young lady, the little 18-year-old who likes a little cute little dope dealer. He got the little trinkets, he got the car, he treat her right, he give her things, but she know. She know.
Yeah. And I know she had a job, so she did have a job and her own income, but like I said, they was living beyond their means. So that's why I feel like, she didn't. Like I said, she wasn't there with him, but she didn't care where it came from. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah, because I don't think she was making more than $6 million. And them cars you mentioned, shoot, that's a third of your check right there.
At first, she was making $400,000, and then supposedly she have got a raise up to, we don't really know because we just kind of heard about she got a raise, and we really don't know because we ain't looking at that woman's paycheck. But I do know this much: they had a lot of assets, and it wasn't adding up, and she was getting evicted, and everything. Every time you turn around, you getting evicted from your house or something. So it ain't adding up. So, and even if you don't know about all the evictions, why we got to move every 2 or 3 years or 4 or 5 years or whatever,
that's something definitely ain't something certainly not right.
That's right.
Hey, I said what I said. I got to dip because I got to pick up my grandkids.
Well, I do too, and I was just getting ready to tell you if you had a last thought, go ahead and say it. But it looked like you've already did your last thought.
No, I'll give you a quick one. I think I like what you're doing over here. I like you got some sense of humor. Over here, it ain't too, out crazy. It's grown. I dig it, man. And if I'm allowed to, man, I love to come talk to you again.
My chat enjoyed you talking. We'd love for a man to talk. Yeah, you're more than welcome to come up on this panel and say whatever you think, because I'm gonna think what I think, and I have no problem with anybody having their own opinion over here.
And as soon as I get comfortable with it, they're gonna be calling me.
Well, this is what I want.
SBKK and KKK.
Well, SBK normally come in the chat, and he might be working, or he may not have gotten a notification or whatever. But he's always giving me props on his channel.
Yeah.
But
I did.
so he's always listening.
See how Bank doing. See that?
Yeah, they say come back.
No, but look at the rest of it.
I see it all.
You will read that. I heard you.
But what I want you to do is go to phone calls from prison and listen to those calls, so you can catch up and you'll understand what on some of the calls. You ain't got to listen to all of them, but
you have me up here calling people Buckwheat.
You call them what you want to, because they call him Nesto and everything else. That's my name for him. I call him Buckwheat.
Oh boy, you're a mess, man. Well, listen, I appreciate
But thank you for joining today.
Thank you for having me up, man. Tell Vicky I appreciate having the chance to chat with her, and you got a nice crew, man, in your chat, man. I dig, man. I'll be back.
Okay. And we'll appreciate that.
You got an email on your site?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna holler at you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Holler at me on email. It's on my page, but it's I said what I said 91 at gmail.com. So let me put that up there because I'm almost finished anyway. So I can
just so for my woman, because my woman, when I said that, she looking. You gonna do what? Well, what I'm gonna do is send you something as a gratuity, like thank you. I like.
Okay.
Okay, is that cool
yeah, everybody know.
I'm talking to my girl. My girl looking at me like.
Okay, yeah. Put her on there. Tell her, baby, I don't play like that. Miss CKJ, I don't want no smoke.
She fall out laughing down there.
Tell her, as a matter of fact, whatever you got to say, have her to email me. Hell, you don't even put no pen to the paper, baby.
I swear y'all something else, man. Hey, baby girl, you take care, man. Okay?
All right, and thank you
All
for
right.
joining us, CKJ.
Yeah.
Have a nice evening.
Thank you. And tell your chat I said y'all cool. I did. Why?
Y'all, they hear you. They hear you, dog. They hear you. They want you to come back. So make sure you come back.
Appreciate
All
it.
right.
I really appreciate it. Y'all be
You
good.
guys have a great evening. And so I promised that I was going to show the video again for the ones that didn't catch it and for the ones that may want to catch some information from it or what have you. So I'm going to play it one more time before we roll out of here. So that way you can catch it in the beginning, the middle, and at the end. And that way, whatever you need to get from however you, for whatever reason, you got it. And first, let me take Excomplicated comment off the screen here if I can find it. And Shadow, thanks for joining us. So let's see. Here we go.
How much does it cost for you to live every month? Like rent, utilities, entertainment. What's your monthly note?
15,000.
So you got to make 15,000 to break even to maintain your lifestyle.
Yeah, because the life I live is expensive. See me every day. I'm in Superline. No matter if I spend $1,000, $10,000, or $5, I'm at Superline every day.
Every day he loading up. So you do this full time. You sell clothes for a living full time.
That's how I get my money.
You're not selling dope. You selling drip.
I sell the clothes like dope because I'm in the streets for real.
But legally for the feds, if they watch you selling clothes, not dope.
This is dope. You feel me? You gotta learn how to flip it.
Don't incriminate yourself on camera.
Listen, you take the heat press over the scale every time, and you make a better profit.
Shout out Heat Press Nation. All you need is some nice blanks and a heat press from Heat Press Nation. Make sure y'all go shop.
Tell them No House sent you.
Okay. So he said that is his dope. You take the heat press every time. And Chick-fil-A said, yeah, please show it. Hey, Ashanti. Yeah, 15 grand is what he said he need to make every month, Ashanti. Okay. And Shadow say, you're welcome until next time. Okay, Shadow, Storyteller. And y'all, Shadow Storyteller is a content creator. Rocking with Cowboy is a content creator. Bank is a content creator. Lady T-Bug is a content creator. If y'all want to hit those channels. Trisha Nicole, I think I saw her in here. So she's a content creator too. So if y'all listen to my replay on your computer, you actually can subscribe if you can, because I do have the chat on here. And so you can just go back through the chat and subscribe to those channels if you haven't already subscribed to them. And Brilliance is a content creator also. Mookie is a content, Mookie and the Team Mookie Show is a content creator. And I just want to make sure that I don't miss anybody. But that was nice of CKJ to come up and give us a man's point of view. It looked like you guys enjoyed his commentary. And I enjoyed it also. Because like you guys say, I want to hear from a man's standpoint too. And really, he kind of enlightened me on the reason why the cops may, and it's all alleged in theory, but it's one of the reasons why the cops could be pulling them over, keep pulling them over. They're trying to figure out, is those VIN numbers right? Are you legit? They want to make sure that he's on the up and up also. And that could be very well true, what CKJ said. So, Deon better make sure he dotting those I's and crossing those T's. And Gertrude Van's Life, that's another content creator that's in the chat, you guys. And so, and y'all can listen to my replay and hear me shout out all the content creators. And so you guys can subscribe. And Victor the Veil is a content creator. I'll forget that. My girl, they be on stage with me all the time. And LC is a content creator also. I'm just trying to go through this chat. But yeah, so, and Key, I think Key is a content creator. So Wellness with Frugal Mama, that's another content creator that was in the chat. And so I had a lot of content creators in the chat today. And I appreciate each and every last one of you guys for being in the chat. But yeah, Deon better, and Scorpio Mama, forgot about you too. You're a content creator. But Deon better watch out, and he better make sure that he's doing everything on the up and up, because it's the reason why, like CKJ said, it's the reason why they keep pulling you over, sir. And you may want to take heed to that, okay? And just make sure you dotting your I's and crossing your T's. And like I said, a lot of times when you just start with business, a lot of times you may not have it all together or whatever, and they may give you a little chance. But you know, as time go on, make sure you dotting the I's, crossing the T's, and doing everything right, because we definitely don't want to see you up there with your daddy. Okay, Scorpio mama, I'm gonna get with Alice tonight and get that information so I can get that quilt, and I sure appreciate that. So, oh yeah, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already subscribed to it. Thank you, Shelly C. I'm shouting everybody else out except for my own self. I sure appreciate that. But I guess if you're on the channel, I guess I automatically feel that you've already subscribed. But if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing to this channel. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the commentary. And I will see you guys next time. Let me put on my outro music, and we're going to say goodbye for the evening. And I'll probably be doing an OTR show. You know, I love my politics, guys. So I'll probably be doing my politics show tomorrow night. And I'm going to try to see if Minion can, get us I'm going to try to see if Minion can get a thumbnail on so we can get it on time. I think we're going to do it tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. So if you like the politics show that we do, be looking around 8 o'clock tomorrow night for the OTR Off the Record show, okay? And good night, and I'll see you guys in.
I said what I said, no rewind, no regrets, talking truth, spilling tea, keeping eyes on the press, headlines heating up, yeah, the drama's widespread, but we break it all down, cause we staying ahead. To pop stars, crime scenes to red carpets. No filter, no fluff, just the real and the hardest. If it's in the news, then you know we on it fast. I said what I said, and we're built to make it last. I said what I said, no rewind, no regrets, talking truth, spilling tea, keeping forget to like, comment.